Hey guys, Chris here from Amazeen Outdoors. Today I'm going to be working on putting some artificial velvet on this Kentucky buck that I shot last year. He was in full velvet, and just over time it kind of dried up and fell off on its own. I did clean up a little bit what was left over. I did that by soaking it in the sink and then just running a wire brush across there to clean everything up, kind of polish it up. This is my first time doing it, so we'll see how it turns out. I'm no professional by any means, but hopefully this video is helpful for you. All right, I'm going to run through everything that I'm going to use today. Here's a quick overview of everything. I got this from Sense in Nature, found this online. This is a velvet base. It's basically just like a brown paint, and then you essentially paint your antlers, and that's so anything that happens to show through, it just has a natural brown color to it. Next up is the fiber tack. This is the glue that's actually going to hold on the velvet. It dries clear. This is the velvet kit, and it comes with two different colors. You got a light brown and a darker brown to have a natural look. Couple of paint brushes, and then I got the flocking device. It's basically a static generator, and that's to help this artificial velvet stand up on end so it gives it a natural look. All right, so I brought this rack out here, put it in a vise so I can work my way all the way around it. I'm going to do everything at once and then let it dry for a little while. So this is the velvet base. I want to dump it out there, but you get the idea. Nice brown color. I think I'm just gonna put it on lightly. Nice even coat all the way throughout. All right, guys, here he is all painted up. It didn't take long at all. That paint will go a long way. Got a little bit on the skull plate, but that's all right. This deer is actually going to get mounted, doing a shoulder mount on him, just because he's my first velvet deer. I'm going to let him dry for half hour, 45 minutes. See you in a bit. All right, I just opened up the velvet kit. Comes with the instructions, comes with 2mm dark fiber and a 4mm light colored fiber. All right, guys, it's been about a half hour. He dried up pretty quick, so I'm gonna go ahead and start applying the fiber tack. I'm actually gonna do both sides at once. You might choose to do one side by itself and see how that turns out. You are on a time limit once you start applying this glue. Obviously it's going to start drying quickly, so you want to make sure you get it coated pretty well and start applying your fibers. I'm going to put a fairly liberal coat on here. I did a little test off to the side to see how long it takes to dry. I put a little quarter-sized dot on this piece of paper over here, and it has not dried yet. It's been about 20 minutes. It's not completely dry. It's a little tacky yet. So you do get a little bit of time, but still keep that in mind. guys, here he is all glued up. So I'm gonna go ahead and start applying the light tan first. That's a 4mm, and we'll see how it turns out. It says start at the bases and work your way to the tips, and then when you get the dark color in, work at the tips and work the way to the bases for a more natural look. All right, so far pretty happy with how he's turning out. I'm gonna switch over to the dark now. I'm gonna try to do this one-handed. It would be nice if I had a vise here to hold these antlers for me, but I didn't think about that until after the fact, so maybe a recommendation for you guys. I see him fighting this. There we go. I do wish the negative lead on this static generator was a little bit longer. There is plenty of velvet that comes in this kit. There's a lot left over. I bet you I can do another set of antlers or two. The shorter fibers are coming out a lot easier. Alright guys, here he is. The glue's got to dry, obviously. It says leave it sit overnight, so that's what I'm going to do. When I was done with the static generator, give it a couple of good shakes to knock off any of the excess fibers that didn't adhere. So I'm going to go stick them in the vise and let them dry overnight. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Alright guys, here he is. All done, all dried up. Super happy with how he turned out. Colors look great, looks natural to me. I'm not really sure about the handling of it though. I don't know if I want to just go ahead and grab onto it. I'm not sure if that's going to knock some of the fibers down or not. But yeah, it looks pretty good. Overall, the project was pretty simple. You know, a couple of things I wish were different. I wish I would have had a vise to hold the head or hold the antlers steady for me, so I didn't have to just hold them by myself, so I can have two hands. And the other thing is I wish on the static generator the lead for the negative was a little bit longer, so I can actually reach around further and further, you know, without the wire hitting and bouncing off the antlers. But overall, super happy with them. Thanks for watching. Go ahead and like and subscribe. AmazeenOutdoors.com.